Okay everyone, I'm coming to the end of my decorating for Halloween, and I just wanted to finish up a few projects, just little things. So we'll get these done, and then I have been decorating, but I'll get into the reveal videos, okay? I might do one or two. So I've got this sign from the Dollar Tree. I thought it was really cute, and I think it'll really go with the theme I've got going on in the front room. But I don't need the potion bottles, and so let's do this first. Okay, let's see how they're on here. Oh, okay. So we got some really cute little potion bottles that we can use for something else. Now you could fill in these holes, but I really don't think you're going to see them on this sign. This is an old tray. I thrifted, just an old metal tray. At one point I wrote on it, "Give thanks," but this was already here. So what I'm thinking is we can just lay this fortune teller sign over this and give it a little hot glue, and it'll pull off when we want it to. Now there's a little bit of the flower. You're going to see a little bit of the wreath down here, but honestly I don't think you're going to realize what it is after we get it on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and sand these edges just a little bit. Just sand them down a little bit, rough them up a little bit. And then to blend in with the tray that we're putting it on, I just got my gold paint pen. I think it's just a Sharpie. And let's put a little gold around the edge of that, and that way it'll blend in a little bit. That was just a sandpaper. I told you guys before I got from Dollar Tree, but then I left it out in the rain, so it got all wonky. And we could fill in a little bit of this if we wanted. I don't think we need to, but I'm just going to take my Sharpie gold and just kind of haphazardly, really, go around the edges, and then that way I feel like it's going to blend in a little better with the gold behind it. Okay, so we've got this project. So this is going to be, I think, really cute, and we don't have much money into it. We've got the, we've got the $1.25 sign, and then honestly, I have had this tray for years. I picked it up, thrifted it, so sure it wasn't much, maybe a couple bucks, but I think this will make a nice addition, and I cannot wait to show you guys the stuff I've done. I love it. I love it. Yeah, scared my son when he came down. He wasn't expecting. So that's fun. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna take my wonky scroungy glue gun here, and I might have to hold it down a little bit. I don't know if we just want to do a nice, dab every here and there. Okay, let's try that. I think that's going to be enough. All we want it to do is just stick on there, and there's really no rhyme or reason. Just get it, get it centered where we want it. Like I said, it's going to show a little bit of this here, but I don't think anybody obviously is going to recognize what that even is. And if you've seen any of my other stuffs, things don't have to be perfect, right? So, we're just having fun making some stuff. Now, I don't know, I wasn't really planning on doing anything extra with this? I really think that's just fine on its own. I've already got a spot where I'm going to put it. So for now, let's just set this aside, and we might call that done. Okay, now the next project, oh, this poor tablecloth, got paint on it and everything. The next project, okay, these are, shoot, I didn't show you guys doing them. These are those little witch's boots from the Dollar Tree. They had like a purple sparkly and then the black sparkly tinsel type stuff on them, right? So I just found the end and started untwisting and untwisted all of it, and then I just started, I'll show you with this, I started at the top here. Look how cute that is. Look at the detail and how cute that is. Look at the point on the toe. And I just took like a pretty thin yarn. I don't think you want a real thick yarn because I think you have more control and you get the more precise little points and things with a thinner yarn. And I just started wrapping, guys. Yep, wrapped and wrapped. Started wrapping here, wrapped. Got down here and wrapped. Wrapped the heel, then came over and started wrapping this. Okay, so that's all I did. I just took the yarn. These are adorable. So then I had this kind of, I forget what you call it, like this little hairy yarn. And I ended up making, oh, this isn't even that. This is another kind. I ended up making a couple of pom-poms. Okay, and y'all probably know how to make pom-poms, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. You know, you just basically, let me see, I'll just show you real quick. You basically decide, you know, how big you want your pom-poms. So say you just take a piece of cardboard, this is just what I have here, and you just start wrapping, okay, started here, and wrap until you get the size you want, pull it off, okay, hold it together in the middle, tie it up with another little, right, tie it up with another little piece. Well, I see, I'm not going to show you how to do it, and then I show you how to do it. Well, I mean, this is a very, yeah. And then you just cut both ends. I mean, this is obviously not, I'm just saying. Anyway, so I did make these two little pom-poms. So we've got these. And then I really wanted it, there's not, where I'm putting these, there's not a lot of color. I don't think I have like really any purple in there. I wanted these to be more, you know, plain. So I think what I'm going to do is just take some of this hairy yarn and I'm just going to wrap it. I don't even think we'll probably need any glue to start with. I'm just going to get up here at the top and just wrap this. Let's see, 1, 2, and this would depend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you just kind of make what looks like a little, kind of like a little cuff on here. So we did that one 10 times. You could do however much you wanted, like I said, depending on your glue. I am going to do just the tiniest dab on the end of that so it stays. Okay? So we'll do that to both of them and we'll give them a little something up there at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So just stay, you know, stay up at the top. You know, keep it up there in the first, you know, quarter to a half an inch. Just put the tiniest little dab of glue on just to hold it down. Okay, so we've got that. I think I will put these pom-poms on the toes. And I have cut them down. I don't know. Let's put them on there and see what we think. We might need to cut them down a little bit more. That's cute. And you could use all kinds of, you know, embellishments, whatever you want to put on yours. But these, yeah, I thought were a cute little thing, but I didn't like all the, you know, cheapy looking bling bling they had on them. Now I had, you guys, I got these stickers at Auto, Collants, not sure, Collants? Anyway, they're in the sticker section. They had all kinds. You know, they've got the ones like the lock and key. Those are cool. That's at Dollar Tree. So I got a different, oh, and I got this pack too. I just stuck them in here. So I think at my Dollar Tree, they had these 3 different packs. These don't match, but you know, I'm okay with that. So I was thinking, we could stick these, I think, up here a little higher, or we could stick them on the, sides, right? That'd be cute if we had the boots going this way, hanging this way. And we had the stickers. See, they're not the same, but that's okay. All right, let's put just a little dab of glue here because, you know, these aren't going to stick. And I think I want mine with the oval kind of pointing down. Okay, so there's our one little boot. And let's go ahead and do the other one. So I just thought this was cute. You could use tons of different kinds of embellishments on these. Now, I could not find, in all the junk I have got, I could not find any black ribbon. So we're gonna make do. I found this. Let me see. Well, this is just a couple. This is just a couple of, oh, what do you call them? Yeah, twisted together. Pipe cleaners. So they're kind of got that chenille. We could kind of use those. Let's see, would that be hot? Would that make a long enough thing for our boots? I want one higher than the other. Let's look real quick and see. Let me put just a little dab of glue here on the inside. Okay. So yeah, you know, if you guys have watched many of my videos, you know I'm kind of bad about just grabbing whatever's laying around and seeing if that'll work for it. I did have a piece of material over here I was just going to make a strip out of. So if this doesn't work, I've got this one I was showing you guys, but with the rickrack, but I don't think that really goes. And then I just had, yeah, I just had this strip off where I cut it off a curtain that we could use too. I mean, it doesn't have to be like a perfect, neat ribbon, unless you want it to be, you know. Like I said, I like things kind of messy on purpose type of deal. But let's see what this looks like. And we might call it on this. And you know, you could put a little something in here if you wanted, like a little piece of paper or something on top of where you glued this, like a little piece of black paper though, if you felt like that wasn't going to stick, or, you know, a little piece of flat fabric to hold it down, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine with this. Okay, and then we can yeah, and I think those are cute just like they are. What do you guys think on those? So that was just those Dollar Tree, and we'll just hang these, you know, we'll just hang these up on a hook. And I don't think I'll put anything on the inside. You could put some little flowers or something if you wanted. Or, you know, you could just set them. If you don't want to hang them, you could just set them. Set them up and they'd be cute. I think they'd stay. So, okay. So those are those little boots. So we got that accomplished. All right, let me set those aside. And let me see. Okay, I did finally get this done. I think I showed part of it to you in another video. This underneath was just the a sign from Dollar Tree that actually ended up fitting pretty closely into this frame. What happened was this paper piece just peeled right off, so I didn't have to cut into any of the, you know, board or anything underneath. I just cut off a little bit of the sides. So anyway, and then this was also one, and I just pulled it off and put it on top of the frame. But this was just an old frame I had. I just painted it black and stuck this in here, and I think that'll be cute to stick somewhere. So it's just one of those Dollar Tree in an old frame. Okay. And let me see. Oh, I was going to show you the butterfly that I did, but I just took and E6000, a paper clip, let it dry good to the back of things that didn't have a hook, and I'm telling you what, that will withstand pretty much anything. So we're good there. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, okay, well, we can do this one together. We'll see how this one goes. I wanted to, this is just an old frame I had. I literally got it out of the garage. This is just an old frame that was gold, one of those old gold plastic frames that you paint, or that, you know, that had a mirror in it. Believe it had a mirror in it. But what I was thinking we could do was we could make a spider web. You see what I did with my yarn? I've got this black, which is kind of chunky, and then I've got this gray, which is, you know, thinner. Let's see. Now we've got to figure out how, this doesn't really have a backing on it, but I was thinking we could make a spider web, and then put like a big spider in it. Okay, so we might just have to kind of start and glue it. So let's just start here on the side, and we might just have to glue it down and kind of decide how we want to do it. Now I have made a bunch of different dream catchers before, and I was kind of thinking it'd be cool to do it that way. In that case, we would almost need to start and go around the whole thing first, kind of like this. Here, let's just do it. Okay, so first we would need to go around and kind of get a base for our, now pull it taut, when you do this, okay? Because you're going to be pulling on these strings. You're going to be pulling on this yarn as you go. So you want this down pretty solidly. Okay, so I'm just gonna go around in increments and put this down and hold it a few seconds. Okay, it's not real taut, but I won't pull super tight, and we can go back in. These really are the only ones that we'll have to glue, but we need to get a base. Okay, so let me get this done. Okay, I just put an extra dab of glue kind of around these, and it's still drying, so just to kind of really reinforce it, because we are going to be tugging on these strings. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. And then maybe we can put a spider in the middle. I've got this guy somewhere. I've even got bigger ones. I don't know, should we do maybe only one spider? Let me see. No, these are the same size. See, these are Dollar Tree. Okay, we're just gonna go with this one, because believe it or not, I can't locate the bigger one, but I know I've got some. I think they were 1 in a pack at Dollar Tree, but we'll go with that one for now. Okay, all right, this seems pretty solid, so I'm just gonna start. And I've got a pretty small ball of yarn here, so this will probably work in order to go through. If you have too big of a piece, you can't get it through. See, because you got to put it through here. You know what? No, it's too big. So I'm just gonna pull what oh, well, never mind. It ended there. So we'll just use this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're starting where we're at here on the side, and we are going to, let's see if we put it through here. Okay, you don't want to get your yarn all, that's not really going to make a difference, but we'll go ahead. Okay, since we did it. Now, we're going to take, and we're going to go underneath with our yarn. Okay, and we're going to pull it through. And see how that starts making kind of a web? So it's just as easy as that. Here's our next one. Take your yarn, go under, pull it through. Okay. Kind of tighten it up a little, and just keep doing that through every piece of yarn that you glued down. Go under it. And then come up over it and go to the next glued down piece. Go under it, over it. See? That's the pattern. Under, over. And then when you get back to where you started, now this piece, that's the new piece, you just go under it. Okay? So you do the same thing and go under and over the piece that was next in line. Okay. Under, over, under, over. Okay, so it looks like we have our web pretty much right there, right guys? So, I mean, this is a big piece here. Let's turn around and look at it real quick. But I like that. And so it's kind of off-centered, which I think is cool. Okay, so we just want to pull this kind of tight. You know, you just don't want it to be super loose. And I'm going to take it under this, just take it under one, you know, that's by it, and pull it as tight as you want it. Okay. And then just put your yarn through it and make a knot. And I don't think it would probably hurt to make 2 knots. Right? And it's just as easy as that. Okay? Now, do we want to have our spider hanging down from the piece? Or do we just want to have him stuck up in the web? You know, just stuck right to the, or do we want to have him hanging on? Which do you like better? Sorry, this tablecloth is so gross underneath. I think I like him just up here. Now, he doesn't have much going on in the way of gluing power. I wonder if we could we almost need like one of those Jenga blocks, you know, to fill him in back here, but I don't have one. See what we could do instead. I don't want to go out and hunt. I think I'm just going to take and put the yarn around his head and then go in behind and put the yarn around that place there where his body's at. Yep, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. And then I'm just going to take and do like I did when I tied the knot off. I'm just going to take and find a connecting piece of yarn. Okay, and just tie a knot there. That way we don't have to mess with it. Oh yeah, that's cool, you guys. I know exactly where I'm going to put this, okay? So, just a cheapy frame, a little bit of yarn, and one in the pack of 2 of the Dollar Tree spiders. Okay, so there's that one. I have the perfect place for this. Let's see. There was... Oh, I have a couple more. And then I'm going to call it with all the with making and start decorating or finish up decorating. Okay, so I've got these plates. All right, now these plates were Dollar Tree. I think I got them last year. I don't know if they have them this year or not. Sweet Home, Simply Blessed, Be Thankful. And in times past, I mean, I am in an old farmhouse and it looks farmhousey, but I'm kind of veering away from this buffalo check. Now I think this will be fine. What I did here was I just got made some copies off of, I I think these were from the Graphics Fairy under bugs. Or, you know, I've just got so many things when I see them, like online, if they're free printables, I'll copy them out. This just says, welcome to our haunted farmhouse. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue these down. Now, maybe we should get these edges wet. They look a little too pristine. I should have done that when I, you know, cut them out of the paper, but I didn't. Let me get a paintbrush real quick and wet these edges. Okay, I'm just going to take a paintbrush and wet these edges a little bit because they're, I don't know. I just feel like they're a little, I just cut them out with scissors and I feel like they're a little too pristine. Now I have to be careful. I can't really pull any off because I want to cover up these words, right? I can't pull a lot off, but I can kind of just rip them a little bit. Now guys, this would have been so much easier if I had just done it when I cut these out of the paper, you know, cut these out of their, what they were originally in, which was just like an 8x10 sheet of paper. But I didn't, so, you know, probably just didn't really know exactly what I was going to do with them when I cut them out. I'm just wetting all these edges, see? This is just copy paper that has had a little tea stain on it. You can use tea, you can use coffee, you can use watered down paint. I just wanted to take, because like I said, it was just white copy paper, I just wanted to take the newness look off. Okay, I'm going to be careful because I need to make sure I don't pull a bunch off because we have to cover up those words. But I still want them to not look like they've been cut out. You know, more like they've been kind of ripped. And then two, when you have a more ripped edge, they'll blend in better, you know, with the surroundings. And I didn't do it on this. We could, we'll see what they look like. We could take a tea bag and kind of go around the edges of these plates too and dirty them up. You know, it's not like I'm going to put them in the dishwasher or anything, so what you put on there is going to stay, and I don't even think, you know, you wouldn't have to put any kind of sealer or anything on it. It's just a little bit of stain from a tea bag. So anyway, we can see what we think. If that's a little too stark, you know, we can, like I said, guys, this would have been so much easier if I had done it when they were on the paper. But, you know, that's all right. Every craft you do, I feel like, is a learning experience. You learn what you like, what you don't like, how to use the things you have. And for me, you know, that has always been what junk I have around and what I can do with it. Now, I have, over the last few years, you know, definitely started buying some products at Dollar Tree. And that really, I feel like, blends well with what, you know, we've got going on. Okay, now we have to determine, because some of these, okay, so that covers those, whereas there was one that I think it's this Be Thankful, you know, because it's bigger. This might be a little too big though, honestly. No, not really though, to get all that covered. I mean, this is covering more of the plate than these are, but so let's give those a second and let those dry, and then we'll just glue those down. I'm just going to use this glue stick. All right, let's just go ahead. This glue stick, I don't know if it was like, outside forever or what? It seems a little wonky. I really do just like this Elmer's Glue brand of glue sticks. You can really count on them. Okay, I'll just be a little careful. Okay, and yeah, we're just going to lay this down, and I think I've got 3 windows in here in the kitchen, and I think I'll put like 1 in each window. And then just put some stuff around it. I think that'll be cute. Oh, pulled a piece off. Got a little too rambunctious, but hey, we can stick it back on there, guys. There we go. Nobody'll ever know. Okay, so we got that one done. Let's just go ahead and glue these down. Like I said, they're wet on the edges, but makes them a little more delicate. But it might be kind of nice that they're wet too. That might help them blend in a little bit better. And then we can always go back in, and we might do that with the tea. Let's put this one down and see if we think they're a little too stark. If the plates are a little too stark. I think I have a couple of tea bags. I had some tea this morning. I've worked the last 3 nights. So I had an appointment early, so I had to get up. Plus I wanted to get going. Okay, let me grab a tea bag. See, guys, you can find a use for pretty much anything. Even the tea I had this morning, we can use a tea bag. I'm gonna squeeze it out a little bit, you know, so it's just regular tea. So let's go ahead and just put a little and see if this, I think it will stick, and I think it will color this up a little bit. You know, just take that starkness off of it, right? And then we can blend this in a little bit more too. The plate with the little print. See? It's definitely taking it down a little bit. So let's see how that does. I love using tea to dye things with, and we have, you know, obviously a lot of natural things. I'm going to go around the edge of this paper just to blend it in. Okay, and then we just have this one more. Now I'm going to do the method on here. Well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to have to. I was going to say I'm going to do the method on here where I put the paper clip on the back and the E6000 to make that the hanger. But I'm not going to hang these up, at least not this time. So we'll just worry about that in the future. Let's not give ourselves more work because I'm on a deadline here, guys. I got to get these done. I wanted to get all my projects done, get the house completely decorated, except for the outside. People would think I was pretty nuts. Before Friday, because if you're just tuning into this video, I'm going to Spain on Friday. So I wanted to have all that done so I could come back and not be stressed and have all that done. Okay, so yeah, let's see. Let's let these dry. We'll set these aside and we'll revisit them before we end. Okay, I've got one more, and you guys, these are so stinking cute. I can't hardly stand it. Okay, I just wanted to find something to put them on. I saw these on Pinterest last year, I think, and I thought they were so stinking cute. I pinned them and then never got around to doing anything about them. But would you please look how stinking cute. Now, as I looked better, I don't know what they used. I was thinking that they used wool dryer balls. Now, I got these in the back to school section at Walmart. I believe there were 4, 2 white and 2 gray of the wool. And I think they were $4.99. So when I went over to the other section, they were $4.99 for just 2 white ones. So I got double, you know, and it was like in the back to school section where the kids are going back to college anyway. So I'm using these wool dryer balls, okay? I don't know what they used. If they used foam balls or tennis balls that then they stripped out and put strips on. Oh my God, you guys, would you please? I'll show you how to do one. Here, let me get this bowl. This was just says $2, but I got them on clearance last year. And we could do, you know, you could do a lot of things with this. Oh. Here's this guy. He was a Dollar Tree thing. I don't know if he was more or not. And we can kind of highlight him a little bit if we wanted to put, you know, something in there. Look at these, you guys. Oh my God. Isn't that not the cutest thing you have ever seen? Oh my goodness. They are so stinking cute. Look at this dude. They all have personalities, right? They all have little personalities. So they're like little bowl fillers, but they're mummies. So, well, I made 3, and I wanted to show you how to make one, so I didn't make any more. Here, let me get him a little closer. There. Look at these dudes. So, like I said, they use something else, but if these are not adorable, I don't know what to tell you. And I just got out my buttons, and I actually used, I just ended up using some yarn, and like a big darning needle, you know, one that you could put a piece of yarn through. So it's got a pretty big eye on it. Now what I did was I just got my buttons together. I couldn't really find any black ones. And let me set you aside for a minute, buddies. I don't know if I like them in that skull or not. They might look better, you know, or just sitting. Who knows? But I like the gray ones too. I hadn't really seen them before. So, okay. So you've got your yarn. I'm not putting a knot in it or anything. And I'm just going to start. This is what I did. I just started and put my needle in. I did 4 little marks across, you know, like the top of his mouth. So I would just take and pull my yarn through. Okay. And then come back through. Just like, you know, an embroidery stitch. Okay. So come back through. And then I went up, okay, to make that first little line for their mouth. So I went up and then came down where I wanted the length I wanted to make that little mouth. Then I go back up into the straight line that we're taking across. and then pull my needle out, and then do the same thing again. Come back, go to where your yarn is, pull it through, okay? Now you're gonna go up and down, and this will make your second line, okay? Come back up, well, and if it's a little wonky, you know, do it however you think. I'm going to come back up now to where this line is, and I'm going to go back because my line's not quite connecting, okay? And then just come back through and go to where I want my next line to be, okay? So that's how we're doing that, okay? Up and down, back to that center, and then one more time, bring it back, and they can all have different size mouths and different little smiles and little crooked smiles, okay, up and down. You know, they're all unique, so they all have their own little personality too, our little mummy heads. Okay, I'm going to go back in. For some reason, I'm not connecting that line very well. And then one more time out. Okay. And yeah, I made his mouth pretty big on this one, but that's fine. And I love working with this. Like I said, I just assumed they were working with these dryer balls, but yeah, that's not when I really zoomed in on the picture on Pinterest. They weren't. Okay, now we got to decide where our eyes want to be, okay? So let's just kind of decide if we want them close together. I kind of shoot for in the middle of the smile, around there. Decide how high you want them, okay? And then stick your needle in and bring it up where you're going to put that button, okay? I don't have my glasses on. Let's see if I can, yeah, these look the same. Okay, these have 2 holes, you know, some of them have 4, so just put it in, okay, put it into your buttonhole, pull it through, and then come back down, and then pull your needle out over to the side where you're going to put that other eye. And that should be all you have to do, okay? Let's see, this one matches, I think. And I've got one, I think, that doesn't. The eyes don't match. Okay, well, these are going to be pretty close together, but I like that. Okay, and so this is what I did. I just pulled it through, that way there wasn't any tying. So he's got his little eyes now. I went back underneath the button, came back down to the mouth, pull it tight, and then just to reinforce it, to make it strong, I just kind of worked my way on out of the end of the mouth, and then cut that yarn off. Voila. So depending on how many you want, I've got another white one. I mean, I've got more I could do. I've got 2 more gray and then these 2 white ones. I might just do 1 more of the white ones and call it, okay? Although, I don't know. Now I'm thinking if we keep them in this bowl, we do 3 and 3. What do you guys think? I kind of like those white ones. And then actually I need new ones for my dryer. So we'll do that. All right, I'm gonna zoom through and make these 2 more real quick. Okay guys, so we got our first craft done, which, well, there wasn't much to. We just glued this fortune teller sign onto this metal tray. And then we did our Dreamcatcher style spider web with this old frame. We did our plates, which I like. I think those look good. And then we did these adorable mummy guys. These little mummy faces. These are absolutely adorable. And we used the balls, the wool balls for those. I think that's all we got accomplished in this one. Oh, well, and we did this, which wasn't really much to do. But, all right. So, okay, guys. I think I'm done actually crafting for Halloween. And so I'm going to be bringing you all of the decorating. Probably won't do the decorate with me. It'll be more like I've decorated and I'll show it to you. I just don't, do real well with that. Well, there'll be one, you guys will have seen the one previous to this where I was doing the birds on the branch and decorating the Christmas tree. So, all right, awesome. Thank you for watching. And I can't wait to show you how everything goes together and how cute the house looks. Okay, I'll see you soon. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. If you've got anything, you want to say or ask. And I will see you very soon. It's the Modern Day Nana. Bye.